it's Holly Rigsby, FitYummyMummy, here to talk to you about how to target those trouble spots. It's very common that when we look in the mirror, we determine what body part we want to change, and we go and we try to find an exercise that's going to target that specific muscle group. Talk about the mommy belly, we end up doing lots of crunches, or another common exercise that we tend to isolate and do is we want to get rid of that arm flab, maybe the wings, so we do a bunch of tricep extensions. These are what are known as isolated exercises. You're just working that specific body part. And let me tell you that if you've been doing this, you are wasting your time. This is not how your body loses fat. I've talked about this before, that muscle does not own the fat that lies on top of it. You absolutely cannot choose where you lose fat from. However, you have control over and have the ability to choose how much fat you burn. But you're not going to burn a whole lot if you're focused on isolated body part specific exercises. Focusing on isolated exercises causes you or forces you to have to do so many extra moves, so many more exercises in order to get a full body workout. You all hear about the most effective fat loss workouts involve full body workouts. But if you're working one body part at a time, kind of think about this. There's over 10 major muscle groups in your body. And fact is that in order to get that muscle to change, it's going to have to go through at least 10 to 15 repetitions, about 3 times through. So you're looking at a workout when you're isolating body parts that's going to take you no less than 45 minutes. I don't know about you, but I'm too busy to spend 45 minutes on one stinking workout. Also, doing more is not better. The point here is that better is better. You want an effective workout using effective exercises. Isolated movements are not effective for fat loss, and they lead to overtraining and injury if you're doing them all the time. So what is the most effective type of exercise to target your trouble spots? Compound movements. Compound movements simply mean multi-joint, multi-muscles. When you work more muscles, you get more bang for your buck. You've heard me talk about this before. You hear other fitness professionals talk about this. More bang for your buck, meaning when your workouts contain compound movements, it's going to give you a higher metabolic effect, which means you're burning more calories during the workout as well as long after, because you can work your muscles more intensely when you do compound movements. And the higher the intensity of your strength training workout, the higher the post-workout effect. That post-workout effect is what allows your body to burn more calories for the next 24 to 48 hours. Yes, while you sleep. You turn your body into a machine that works for you versus always working your body, which is a lot what cardio queens get trapped, because they always have to work their body to burn the calories. Strength training makes your body work for you, but you have to choose the right exercises. And the most important benefit of compound exercises is that you get more results in less time. They are not 45-minute workouts. If you've been following FitYummyMummy, you know these workouts take a mere 15 minutes. So, compound movements help create the overall shape of your body, whereas isolated exercises allow you to provide the finishing touches. Yes, isolated exercises have a purpose. If you have achieved significant fat loss, you have drastically lowered your body fat percentage, and you want to do some fine-tuning with isolated exercises, great, go for it. They're also very effective for those who go through rehab. They need to correct imbalances because of an injury. I also use isolated exercises as a part of an intense full body circuit, and they're worked in as active rest, so I kind of trick you. I also use isolated exercises for finishers, which provides that extra oomph at the end of a workout. But when it comes to fat loss, they are the least effective type of exercise that you can do in your workout. So I want you to try this, because like you just brought up, and I'm holding this dumbbell, I want you to feel the difference of what I'm talking about. We talk about wanting to isolate and target. We want to target the fat that's on the back of our arms. So what do a lot of us choose to do? We go into the gym and we're either doing tricep extensions or we're doing tricep kickbacks, which look like this. And I cannot tell you how many women I see doing this in the gym when I have the opportunity to go, and they're just swinging it, and some are walking around, talking to their friends. Okay, that's not working intensely, and you're not doing anything to help that area, even if you had made significant gains with your fat loss effects. Your workouts must be intense to where you are not smiling, you're not walking around, you're not talking. That's a sign right there that that's ineffective. So I want you to feel the difference, because a compound movement that is going to give you more bang for your buck and effectively work your triceps as well as multiple muscles in your body is the push-up. So I want you to try this with me. We're going to do 8 tricep kickbacks and then 8 push-ups. And I want you to feel the difference between those two movements. So starting off with tricep kickbacks, you're going to hinge over into that, or if you need a support, you could do this on a bench, but hinging over, nice flat back, your chest is back, your back's not rounded. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen horrible form when it comes to this. Now, you're going to curl it up like a bicep curl, but your elbow stays tucked, because an isolated exercise means only one joint is moving. So the only joint that's moving is my elbow. And you're not letting momentum take over. 4, full extension, 5, and yeah, you know what? I can feel a burn on this, 6, but guess what? 7, one more, 8. I felt a burn, but just because you feel a burn doesn't mean fat's burning. You've just worked a very small group of muscles. Your triceps are very tiny. And when we talk about more bang for your buck, the larger muscles you work during an exercise, the more calories you burn during and well after. If I were to just focus on that, I might feel a little achy, but I've done nothing to boost my metabolism. Now, I want you to do 8 push-ups. If you can't do full-on floor push-ups, you can do them against a bench. Remember, your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Key is to keep your body in a straight line. Lead with your chest, not your head and your neck. We're going to do 8 push-ups, and I want you to see how many more muscles are working during this compound movement that is also working the crap out of your triceps. Elbows are back 45 degrees. Body stays in a straight plank, solid plank. So you feel your triceps, feel your chest, feel your shoulders, feel your core. I'm going to do a couple more because I love how it feels. I'm also squeezing my glutes. So that just became about a full body experience. And I worked the crap out of my triceps. I just burned a ton more calories than just doing simple tricep kickbacks. Compound movements like this are what is going to get you faster body shaping results. No more wasted time, no more frustration. So now that you understand the difference between isolated exercises and compound exercises, compound movements help target your trouble spots. My next question for you is, what are those best compound exercises to really help, like I just showed you push-ups, to really help tighten those trouble spot areas? And are you doing those compound exercises correctly? Stay with me all week, because I'm going to be doing video lessons on compound exercises, the best ones to help target your butt, your thighs, and your abs, all leading up to the release of the FitYummyMummy's newest fat loss resource, the Trouble Spot Solution.